Your conscious awareness is your protection. And in a moment, I will share exactly how you are being protected. There are two versions of us as we are on this path of becoming highly conscious. One version, let's call it lower self. And what I mean by that is the version of you that doubts itself, the version of you that has so much fear, the version of you that has gone through so much pain, the past experiences, challenges, heartbreaks, the version of you that people pleases, that feels not good enough, that feels that is not worthy of love, the version of you that doubts its abilities, the version of you that doesn't trust itself or others, the version of you that procrastinate, that allows others to mistreat. See how I am detaching that from you, because in reality it's not you, it is your lower self that is making you believe or have those patterns, trauma that is not serving you. So see the detachment in that, that it is not you, it is it. It is not you. So that's one version of you that believes that is not worthy, that is not deserving, that needs to people please, that needs to keep its standard lower to make other people happy. The other version is the conscious one, the version which has healed itself, the version that is awake, that is aware of the truth, that it is worthy, that it is deserving of love, that has boundaries, that feels joyful and happy and playful. The true version that is becoming aware and conscious every single day, evolving, elevating, improving, and becoming aware of the truth every single day. That's the conscious version. So there are two versions, the lower self and the conscious self. That is within you. As you are growing, as you're evolving, you are carrying both of these versions with you. So time to time, your lower version or your lower self gets activated. It gets activated by when you are mistreated, when you are feeling disliked, rejected, hated, when you feel that you are not being valued or respected. That's when your lower self gets triggered. And those pain points come on the surface. Things that you have dealt with in your life, challenges that you have gone through in your life, it all comes to surface and you feel this survival mode that you have to fight, flight, or freeze. So you have to deal with this pain in that moment. So you do anything and everything to deal with that. And it takes a while for you to go back to your conscious self, the version that is joyful, happy, aligned, higher energy, higher vibration frequency, where you feel you can take over the world, that you feel like you can do this, that you are capable of doing anything and everything that you desire to do. So see that pattern in you that switches from lower self to conscious self, and that pattern continues throughout your life. That is continuing as you're evolving, as you're becoming aware. So within you, there are this conflicting version of you. Let's call them light and dark. So there is this inner war going on between the light and the dark. The darker side is the lower self, or the light is the conscious self. And there's this conflict consistently between them. And who wins in that conflict is the one which gets fed the most, the one you listen to the most, the one you follow the most, right? So let's talk about how you are being protected, how your conscious awareness or the conscious self is protecting you. Every time you listen to your lower self, which can sound like, let me just please this person so that I can make them happy, so that they like me. Let me apply for that job that I don't like and I don't want, that I don't really want to do, but because I have to pay my bills or because I have to survive, I'm going to apply that anyway. It sounds like, let me settle for this person or compromise my values for this person because it's easier, because then I will have them in my life, even though I don't really like them, even though they don't make me happy. But let me settle, let me compromise, let me allow this to happen. It may sound like that friend that is never there for me, that friend that is flaky, let me go and meet them, even though they are not nice to me, even though I don't feel good in their company. But let me just go. Let me just meet them. Let me just do this for that person. Let me compromise my value. Let me bring my standard down. Let me cross my boundaries to make something else more valuable than myself. Let me do that for somebody else because I am kind and nice person. Let me not value myself. Let me just do it for other people. Does any of that resonate? When you cross your own self-worth, your values, to compensate for something that you actually don't want, that you actually don't desire, that doesn't bring fire into your belly or into your soul, that doesn't light you up, but you do it anyway for other people, to please somebody, to just do it because your lower self used to do that, and you've obviously learned these patterns, behaviors, habits, and that version comes in and tells you just do it because you're nice, because you're kind, because whatever reason. You give those excuses, reasons to do that thing that you actually don't want to do, but you do it anyway. Do you see that in you, that sometimes you compromise yourself? And every time when you do that, when you listen to your lower self, when you do something which you really don't want to do, but you do it, what happens? You get hurt. You get disappointed. You feel rejected. You feel disliked. It reaffirms the feeling, the pattern, the behavior that is no longer serving you. It reaffirms every time you listen to your lower self and go against your soul, your conscious self, your true self. You go against that and you listen to this version, which is used to getting hurt, which is used to pain, which is used to these toxic patterns, and you do that thing. Maybe you settle for that person, or you go and meet that person you don't like. You apply for that job that you don't really want. You get rejected. You fail. You find yourself being hurt again. The person you really don't want start rejecting you. Start hurting you. Start showing you that they have higher standard. And then you're like, well, I did not like that person anyway. I don't want you anyway. I just did it because of the kindness of my heart. Do you see how you trip yourself by convincing yourself that you are kind? That's why you are putting yourself in misery, in hate, in dislike, because you are a nice person, because you're a kind person. Do you see how you trap yourself within your psyche? You give excuses for going against your own self, putting up with bad behaviors, putting up with rubbish treatment by others, and you justify that by saying, because I'm kind, I put up with that. Because I'm nice, I'm putting up with that. Do you see that? Is that serving you? No, it doesn't. And that's why you keep getting into that loop of being hated, being disliked, being rejected, feeling failed. And that's the loop keep going on. And that's not you, that's your lower version, lower self playing the tricks on you. And you have to keep justifying your behavior why you are doing that. And because you are being rejected, because you are being disliked, because you are failing, it gives you more awareness. And then you come back to your higher version, your conscious self. And you're like, okay, I learned my lesson. I understand that now. So the reason you are being rejected, not because those people are better than you or that job is better than your self-worth or anything like that. You're being rejected because you are being redirected. You are being redirected to your conscious self. This is how you're being protected. It is true that you are redirected to your true path by being rejected, by being hated, by being disliked, by being not appreciated. Every time you listen to your lower self, you will be rejected. You will fail. You will be mistreated because you are not listening to your conscious self, the highly worthy version, the abundant version of you, the conscious version of you, which knows, your soul knows that you're worthy, you are aligned, you are happy, you're joyful. You can be because that's the truth. But because you get into this lower self and start doing these things, these behavior, these patterns, reliving and feeling that rejection, hate, dislike, you come back to your conscious self, you become aware, you learn the lesson, right? And then that is the way your conscious self is protecting you. Because those things that you settled for, those things that you were doing and then getting hurt, it is not you. So by you being hated, disliked, or rejected, you are being protected because it is not meant to happen. You're not meant to have this because your soul doesn't want you to have this. Your consciousness doesn't want you to have this because that's not your true self. You truly don't want that. And every time you settle for something you do not want from within, deep within, you will feel like a failure or rejected. But in reality, your soul is telling you you need to listen to your conscious self. You need to listen to your higher self. You need to listen to your true version in order to get what you desire. Every time you do not do that, you will be hurt. And this is how you are being protected. You are being redirected. You are being aligned. You are being reminded that this thing doesn't serve you. That's why come back. This thing is not meant for you. That's why come back. This person doesn't deserve you. Come back. If you keep listening to your lower self, you will be stuck in that loop that other people who don't even deserve you will reject you because you decided to go against your own will. You went against your conscious self. You went against your soul to please this person who is not up to your standard, who does not deserve you, who does not value you because they don't even value themselves. So you lowered yourself, your standards to please this person, and this is the person now going to reject you because that's your protection. They're actually protecting you by rejecting you. I understand this is very deep and it might feel confusing and you might feel like, I don't know what you are talking about. And I get it if you feel like that because it is very, very, very deep stuff. But I want you to see it. I want you to become aware of this. The only thing you need to do is become aware of it. That's the only thing you need to do. And I would say this is probably one of the best video I have made because this kind of sums up everything pretty much in terms of how human behavior plays tricks on ourselves. Obviously, if somebody is completely unconscious, they will not even find this video. they will not even resonate with this video. So this is for people who are already on this journey of consciousness, becoming conscious, aware, and have woken up to the truth. You're the one who will resonate with this video. You're the one who will get value out of this video. It is so important to become aware of this dynamic that goes on within that may not be serving you, and becoming aware of this play, this conflict, this war that is happening inside you, and then realize, and then align, and then connect to your conscious self. And that will keep building your conscious awareness. And the stronger your conscious awareness becomes, the weaker your lower self becomes. And eventually you will make that complete shift to your conscious self. And when you are in that complete shift, your lower self will not exist. I hope you found this video useful and helpful. I have two things to tell you. Number one thing is I have a free masterclass which talks about emotional pain and suffering and why you're going through it and how to overcome it. And I share a lot of different things in that masterclass, so do check it out. I will link it below. And the second thing I want to mention is a lot of you ask for a safe space, a safe community for people like us, people who are on this conscious, aware journey, becoming highly conscious, these people who are light worker, who are becoming aware and having that community and that space to connect. So I have created a Facebook group, a free Facebook group, which you can check it out below in the links. To join that group, if you want to be connected to this energy, this frequency, and be connected to other people who are like-minded, who want to be part of this community and speak and connect and have that safe space to share your feelings, then do check out this free Facebook group. Other than that, like this video if you like this video, and subscribe to my channel. And this is the next video you should watch. And finally, may the light in me reaches the light in you.